What up, everybody? Out the Pile 78 coming at ya. Out the Pile 78. Don't be late for this date. You know what I'm saying? Here I am where I actually make my drive. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna use the countries REST API. That's what it's called. This countries site. So let me make my directory right here called countries slash API. And then we're gonna CD up into those countries API right there, you know what I'm saying? And then right here we're gonna do a code and a space and a period. Okay, the period is to say open this specific folder I'm talking to you with right this minute, son, not Shane. That's what it means. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So right here, right now we have this beautiful welcome thing going on, and I have my boilerplate that I learned from James R. Quick. He's the man. And you could actually find it in the market. It's called Owl's Boilerplate, one word. I try to make it separate words like these guys. It just didn't work out for me. So so that's it. If I make an update, it does nothing. So here I am right here. I press Control Shift P and I do. See, I've been used it more than once. So I click it and it says, yo, this thing's working. And then it gives me 3 folders right here. I'm using Cyberpunk. The color theme is Cyberpunk 2077 Rebuild. I just love these colors. Green is one of my favorite colors, but I change it around sometimes too. Like sometimes I use like the Scarlet one. I like that a lot too, and you know I use all the different ones. But today, color theme I'm sticking with is the Rebuild one. I just like the colors a lot. I don't know. So what we're gonna do is gonna open CSS and we're gonna leave that we're gonna take the margin out. We don't need no margin. We're gonna fix the margin later, okay? We will fix all these margins later. We're gonna save that. And actually we could fix the margin now. We're gonna do a margin left and hold on, margins left. Go down and press tab. And we're gonna make that 15 pixels so it could be away from the wall. And if you want to see what that looks like, we have writing in here. So let's right click in here and open with live server. And what live server does is allow you to see everything right away. You can delete this. I don't know why. Yo son, it worked. So I have a JavaScript already in there. So when you click this, it says yo son, it worked. So we're gonna delete that the JavaScript side too. We do not need any of this stuff right now. And the CSS, we leave that as it is, and the HTML, well, let's just start saving stuff. HTML, we're gonna delete this right here. We don't know, you can delete this, and we're gonna save that as well. And the CSS, did I save that yet? No, that JavaScript needs to be saved. All right. Whew. With that being said, we're gonna go and we're gonna get these things I call stuff to help us. I like Axios, and I'm gonna teach you the difference between Axios and Axios or whatever it's called, and regular Ajax, how they used to do it. So I just think the regular Ajax has sometimes more steps I don't like looking at. Guess that's the better word to say it. So what I'm gonna show you is the Axios ways. But let's go into here and let's link in Axios up here. And I don't mind using the JavaScript up here because it should be on the. Now I'm using the unpacked package one. Supposedly this is the one for like delivering stuff, or for like when the project is done, if you want to do it like that. And I'm gonna use Bootstrap, literally, just to code, just to make the script easier for Shift, Alt, and F because I got prettier. That helps you do that with it. See how beautiful that looks. And that looks really nice. So that's for the Bootstrap, just for the button I'm about to make. That's literally what it's for. So let's make that button now. We want that button to be on top. So we got button. All right. And look at this class. We're going to put class. And we're going to give it a warning. So we put button and we put button / warning. I think that's how it looks. I like the yellow one. Oh no, button.info. It's a bluish one. I like that. It's my favorite color of them, of all the buttons. Let's see what it looks like now. Stuff, and that's what it looks like. You can't see it, so let's make that. Put a show countries right here. Countries. So we got the show countries right there. You see that? And what I'm gonna do here on the CSS side is I'm gonna make this a minimum height of 100 VH. That's like the whole screen, so it looks cooler that way. All right, so there you go. And I don't know why this is so closed in like that. It's a margin left of 15 pixels. 15 pixels is really not that far from here. And margin padding. This suckers. Let me see. Am I spelling margin right? That looks right. Am I spelling padding right? Let's see if I make sure I'm spelling padding right. Yeah, padding 0, margin 0. I mean, you saw it originally there. Well, I don't know what's going on here. So let me see the CSS, the container, minimum height, and width would be 100%, and we'll do that. Hopefully that does something. It should be automatically refreshing the sound on that. We're gonna go to inspect in console just so we have any errors. We could mess around with it like that. So this is my cheat sheet right here. I got it on the left hand side, and this is only there to help me go through this smoother. So okay, what did I came to show you? A REST API. Let's get to the REST API, and I'm gonna get all the countries and stuff. And you could get countries, and you could do search by name, country name. You know, like get an input from the person what country name flag you want to see or something like that. And you guys can learn how to do that on your own. I'm just gonna get this because this is how my homegirl, what's her name again? Ania Kubów. I don't know how to say her name, so hopefully I said it right. She's how she showed me, so I'm gonna show you this, and then I'm gonna do also the Axios version. So what we gotta do is, well, first of all, this is the thing. Let's just do this with it, so we don't have to worry about it later. So for let's just do a function, and we're gonna call it show countries, like she did, you know, just to make it our lives easier. Basically gonna copy her stuff, but I'm gonna rewrite it all. But she did something. So yeah, she appended cards and stuff. I'm not gonna append cards. I didn't like that part. So, but one thing I want to do is I'm trying to make it so I'm gonna use the inner HTML, and then I know what you're thinking. It's not safe that way, but this is for demonstration purposes, and it'll be on my my code pen. I'll put all the links in the bottom to all the people that helped me out, like my man from Web Dev Simplified. I always forget his name. I think it's Matt, and James Q Quick. He's awesome. I constantly look at their videos for help of understanding something, and then I do stuff like this so I can make sure I understand. So the first thing is we're gonna let this XHR. All right, we're gonna allow that to be what is that? We're gonna get that HTTP. No, what? XML H. There you go. The request. And you got IntelliSense, so that's what I love about this. It has it already. So with this XHR, we have to open. Oh, hold on. See how it says opened already? New. That's gonna change a lot. Watch this. Open. See how it says open now? Because it's new. And in here, you have to do the awesome thing you just, what they call it. We got to put that link in. But before we put that link in, let's see if it works like that. I don't think it works like that, but let's see. And this is how you got to put the link in right here like that. Let's see if I still have that. Yep. See, unfortunately, I always end up getting a extra spot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to recopy it. Well, I don't need it right now. It's too late. So now that it's open, that's pretty cool. Now we gotta go to XHR again, and we gotta go to unload. So what we're doing is we're making another function. And I tried the arrow function. I might have been just being me, but we're doing an anonymous function. I don't know what happened there. I pressed the wrong button, I guess. And this is what I want to see. So in this function, we're gonna make life a little bit easier. All right, we have to do an if statement. We really don't. We could just write the function without the if statement, but this is gonna let us know that, you know, hey, for sure we got a response of 200 back. Okay, and in this if statement, this is where all the magic is gonna happen. We don't have to go any further than this. All right. If you want to see what success is, we could log success, or we could You know, we could console dot log. Oh man, what I'm typing L, and we're gonna put this this in there. And I just want to do it because I want to see it. And in order for us to see it, we gotta put show countries down here like that, so it could automatically load when it's loading. So we're over here in our spot right here, and we're gonna refresh this. So nothing got. Oh, you know what it is? Forgive yourselves. If this status is good to go. All right. You know, I wanna console.log this dot response. All right. So this is inside this function from a response that you get, and you'll see it. And it's not showing. Did I type it in wrong? It's not gonna show there. It doesn't love me, so you can't see it on a response. So let's just do this right here because it's the JSON dot parse, and what's happening? We have to what we're doing right here is we're actually showing you the response from the JSON that we parse. Okay, let's see if that worked. And no, this does not love me at all. Did I do it right? Is this outside? Okay, this is outside. This should happen on load. Either way, oh, you know what it is? Unfortunately, in order for this to work, you have to do this. You know, it has to have a send, or it does not show anything. So there you go. So that's the cool thing. This response got parsed like this. Okay, now we could go and see what the heck was this for originally. You know? So this is basically error. So what we gotta do is we actually got to use this response, and in order to use that response, we gotta use it in a. And then we'll go to the end, delete that, go back, let's just click right here. And then we're going to put countries right here, right? Because that's what we want to show. And now we could console log that, right? And then we're going to go, and let's type in countries. So in our countries, we got this response. Now this is really good. This right here is really good because it makes our lives easier. And we could use that as well. But you see that countries also responses everything we want. Every name, everything like that. So inside this index.html, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an on click on here too, just to let you guys know. So let's just put on click, and we're gonna put show countries, right? Like that. We're gonna save that because it's not gonna work even if we click it anyways. So what this is gonna do right here is we're gonna make another div. We're gonna call this div country showed. I don't know. We can call this div countries. I don't care. Countries and flags. How about that? Countries and flags. That's because that's what we're gonna put. Countries and flags like that. Let's put one big word like that. Let's make our life easier. We're gonna save it. I copied and saved it now. We're not gonna add nothing in here. We're gonna do that in here, and in here. So in here, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to map this. So it's like a for loop in a way. But map to me is and we're gonna use. You could use any word you want here. We're gonna use country, and map is like a loop. You know, like a. We're trying to figure out what's inside here. So if you want to know what's going on here, now that we have this taken care of, we don't need that right now. And we could just console log, like I said, country. And we make sure you put it inside those things, and then it'll be easy to see. So since it's already showing, we have something uncalled for. I don't know how to spell country. We forgot the N. So let's do that. And now we go to the console, and you see it's showing us all the countries and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna lie, this request is simple. So this is not a good example of what I wanted to do because of that. However, because I already have it, it's going to be some stuff. I'm going to show you the differences and why I like Axios better than this, but it doesn't have to be all that. All right. So let's go and let's put a constant, country div. Let's call it country div, right? Country. We'll just call it country div, and we're gonna query a document. I could spell document. Query select. I press S in the tab. It's so much easier. And then we're gonna go country and flags is what I put, right? So let's just save that like that. And what we're gonna do down here in this map, since we don't need this no more, we're gonna add it to the countries and flags. How do you do that? I'm glad you asked. We're gonna put country div dot inner HTML like that, and it's a get. It's a assign it. We'll just do that. It's gonna assign one. So let's just do that for now. It's gonna assign the last one. Oh no, we want it to be like that. But we're gonna use the back ternaries. They're the back ticks we call them, and we're gonna just put country name right here. And then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna put we're gonna put a dollar sign and put. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on with me. So man, and then we're gonna put the country name like that. So you'll see this working, and of course I did something wrong. Let's see where it is. Gets that's correct. My reference might be wrong. So let's see this right here. And countries and flags, because I don't know how to spell. So we're gonna copy that, and as you can see, that was wrong. It was that, and that should fix that. Country name Zimbabwe. Okay. So we also need to put a flag, right? So let's go put a flag. Now we need to do an image source thing, right? We got an image, we got source, and we're gonna put equals. If I know how to spell equal, oh my goodness, equals. And we're gonna put the dollar sign again. I'll put a I'm gonna put a dollar. Sorry, we're gonna put that and then the dollar sign in this. All right, now we just need to put country dot flag for the source, and then we close the dollar flag. We have to close that, and this is a self-closing tag. And let's try that again. Bam. Now that's a big flag. It takes a lot of space. Now we only got one flag. Plus the issues, we didn't add to this because this is looping. A map loops. So here we go with the looping map. I saved it, and now we got all these countries. What is the problem with this? Why is it like that? Well, we want it all to be on one line, right? So we could do something like this. Thank God I pasted it, copied it, and we could put display block. You know what I'm saying? I think we could do that. I don't think that'll work probably, but it's gonna do it like that. That's still not what we want. So one of the things we do know we want is we want those images to be less. So let's do the width 400 pixels, and then we'll do the height 350 pixels. All right, no, you don't need two of those or that. We'll save it, and that'll make at least all of them even looking almost. Well, to make them all perfectly even looking, we have to get all these flags and change the dimensions of them. So that's not gonna happen. Not in this video. But we want to get rid of some of those things, right? So let's come over here. We got the countries flags, right? We're putting them in one of those flags. I mean, literally, we could put them in a table, right? We could put them in a table like that, and we could just put them in table. What is it? Table data, table rows, right? And then table data. And then one of these could be like a table data right here. And then we put a break in it. Hold on. Let's Control S that. And you see, I keep having them in the wrong spot. So this whole thing could be inside of table data. You know. Oh, you know what? One better. We could make this a H1. Yeah, we make it a table data. We could still make it a H1. We're gonna do table data. H1. H2 sounds fine for me. I don't really care. And then we're gonna put slash H2, right? And then we're gonna put slash TD table data. Let's see if that came out neat or not. Okay, that came out almost neat. I need to figure out this part. And let's see why that came out. Oh, that's because I put table data inside that. And there you go. I mean, we could bring this table data line like this so we could see it better. And let's see if that comes out. That came out pretty decent. Now they're all in the table data rows, right? So in order to make, you could put a margin bottom here. But let's just put margin bottom like that. And you could put like 15 pixels, right? If that's for, you could see this closer. You don't have to. Okay, we're gonna do a lot more than 15. We're gonna do like 35 pixels. You know what I'm saying? We want that to be away from it, and that looks pretty good to go, right? We could put country flag right next to it, but we got the country flag. We know what it is. So that's that. Now that we got that taken care of, and it's basically showing. All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. I will always forget this, but let's do something else. We're gonna need it anyway. Let's make this constant country button. Get document dot query selector, and we're just gonna put button in here. It's the only button on the thing. Name your buttons and give them IDs because I'm just doing a something like that. So now we're gonna put country button. We're gonna add an event listener. We're gonna put it click. That's because we on click, right? And we could just do an anonymous function here, and then just do this right here, and then we're gonna put show countries. And what this is gonna do is this is gonna do it. We don't need this right now. Let's just comment that out for now, and let's show you. Like now, I have to press the button so it can work, and it's gonna take some time because I got slow internet. And I gotta get all the stuff, but it looked all right. It looks all right. Not bad at all. And we could like always put like something here too. It don't matter. So now that you saw how you could do it, and we pretty much did not much. Now I'm gonna show you how to do the exact same thing in Axios. And I'm just gonna highlight, comment that out for now. And now we're gonna use Axios. All right, so what we could do is we could do the exact same thing here. Control C, Control V, Shift like that, and that's it. We're done. Now I'm just joking. We go Axios.get, and check this out. And this right here is for that right there. All right, and then we come down here, and a lot of people like to do this .then. And then we res, and it's also like an anonymous function, but we're gonna console log. We should be putting like these curly braces here too, but we don't need to if we just want to return something. It's a shortcut. So I'll show you in a second. So we're gonna console log.res, right? And when you press the button, you'll see res is gonna come out. It has all these extra stuff going on here. But it has data. Okay. Let's see what that is. The data. Okay. And in the data, once we click here again, it's the exact same thing as that JSON response and all that other good stuff, right? So we just did in these two lines, all this, pretty much this. It kind of like does all that in there already. And this. We just done all that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we call a return statement there. We don't need the word return, because we don't need it there. Then we're gonna put dot then, and we're gonna call this countries. Most people would just call it data, but for this thing, now we'll do this right here, and we'll console.log countries again. It's gonna be the exact same thing you saw with the res data, but just to make sure we're not going crazy, let's do it. Yes, it is the exact same thing, right? So we got everything that we need already. We don't need to go do the let. We don't need to get this and open it. We just did the Axios call. Some people would use a variable to hold it sometimes, but right now for this demonstration we don't need it. We basically did this line. We did all these lines right here. All these lines right here. We basically just did. Now I'm gonna be totally honest with you. We're just gonna copy and paste the same thing right here, and then undo this, and then this format stuff so it could look neater. And yeah, that's it. And now we press this. It's gonna take a second, but they're all there the exact same way. And it took longer than before. Well, it took the same this time, but it takes longer on my computer right now because I have slow internet, because I'm sharing a lot of internet with my family and stuff. But let's see what I did. We got the dot get call, right? So we skipped this we skipped this request. If we wanted to do the same thing like that, we could have put let XHR be this whole thing. But it'll return a promise. And we don't want the promise, so we do our returning stuff that we want to show in here. So we basically did this get. All this right here, right, is all this right here. I mean, you got some catch statements and everything as well. But let's see, maybe this one don't have that. Let's see. I see I got the 404 uncaught and promise request. So basically it's still gonna give me two errors, you know. And we could always put the dot catch over here. So with this one right here, we could put a dot catch or anything like that. But honestly, we know it was an L. Oops. And we fixed it that fast. So like basically all this right, this is one line. This could all be in one line, by the way. All this right here, replace the let, the open, the all that, getting that stuff, the unload, the function, the if statement. I mean, you could put an if statement in there too, you know, because it does have a status. So you would have to do it in here. This is the get, and then we would have to do the like here we just do it console log, and then we're gonna do the just res, and I'll show you what I mean. So now you have an issue, but you see this right here, when it's console log on the res, this is the after the res, the mapping and stuff. We have the data, but we also have a status of 200. So we could do like, you know, it's gonna show you an error regardless. And this works with a lowercase get. I didn't know that before. It didn't before, but it does now, I guess. But you're supposed to put capital on that one. But let's not talk about that. But this is the res. That's what it is, you know. That's what it do. You know, and we just save that again, and we'll see that, and all this is coming out. So we could put in here. We could do yeah. Let's do that, and then come down here, and then come down here. So we want to return this, right? So we could put if res dot status equals 200. You know what I'm saying? We could put that, and then this is actually the same thing, like with the with functions and stuff that it was doing here. With if statements, if you have one line underneath it, it'll do the return statement. So I hope because that's inside an actual code. So it should do the same thing because, it's saying if this, then return that. If you want to do other stuff here, but even that, if A star, let countries and all that good stuff, look, we don't have to let countries. We just the dot then stuff, and then we did the map. And then, this was if extra. We don't need to know that because we know if it messes up, it messes up. There's a 400 status, it's going to mess up. We don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I think Axios is easier to understand, but sometimes it could be confusing. Like for me, like I was trying to return a promise at one time, and I realized I could have just called another function inside here and stuff like that. But that's my Axios, showing you why I like Axios better. I mean, like I said, even with this deleted right here, I mean, let's see this function right here, 8. Like I said, we could make everything just one line. This is just to make it easier, but in reality, this would be like right there. But you got from starting of the function to the close, you got 10 lines. And though you could do a lot of this on one line probably too, but to make it look good, just to make it look, you got from 20, literally to 33. 33 with the closing brackets. So that's 13 lines. It does the same thing, and you can do the exact same thing. It's really not different completely, because this is Ajax. This is an Ajax, what they call it, an Ajax library and stuff like that. So it makes using Ajax a little easier with less steps that you have to follow. And there's other stuff you could put here. You could put .post, and it's easier to post something sometimes with Axios. I'm not going to go into that because that's another chapter of this posting something with Ajax. All right, thank you for listening to Al the Pal 78. Don't be late for this date. Ready? No, I'm just messing. All right, yeah, have a great day. I hope you enjoy this.